feels like the fantasy you always have as a kid. Everywhere is an amazing shot with amazing characters.
It's about the humanity of it, which just makes the whole thing so real.
Ready, and action!
Your heart's beating and you're actually in this situation. You get something very genuine that you couldn't have planned.
You'll actually compose shots that if we were on a green screen set, you just wouldn't have known were available.
The pressure's so high. Like, we're making a film that's right touching my favourite movie of all time. But then if you're too respectful of it, that you daren't do anything new or different, take a risk, then what are you bringing to the table?
Next swing, kills the outside down there! Bang!
I mean, this is really where a film crew like this really comes into their own. That kid, when you were 4 years old, grew up with Star Wars figures. It's a bit like just being that kid again. You're sort of going like, arr, arr, arr.
State your name for the record.
Jyn Erso.
Forgery of imperial documents, possession of stolen property, aggravated assault, resisting arrest. Can you be trusted without your shackles?
Yes, sir. With Jyn, Gareth and I both felt that it was very important that we found her humanity and her vulnerability, and everyone should relate to her. The rebellion have found her a little bit difficult, but they need something very specific from her.
When was the last time you were in contact with your father?
It appears he is critical to the development of this super weapon.
Jyn is, at least to the eyes of Cassian, a troublemaker. But then he witnesses that she's a real hero and willing to risk everything.
If my father built it, we'll find him and bring him back.
Felicity brings a level of strength that always keeps you on your toes. You wanted to win.
Oh my God, this is Star Wars. This is insane. An experience that I will never, ever forget. May the Force be with us.
The captain says you are a friend. I will not kill you.
K2SO was built by the Empire, and he was reprogrammed and is now Cassian's right-hand droid.
Where are you taking these prisoners?
He is taking us to quiet. Oh.
And there's a fresh one if you mouth off again. I've heard him described as the anti-C-3PO. I do not like her. Did you know that wasn't me? This is great because it's like when you're a kid and you're playing Star Wars. Actual things are blowing up, huge things on fire. It's the best version for the kid that still lives inside of you.
Punch it. I'm not very optimistic about our odds.
Not now, Kate.
We all grew up with Star Wars, and I never imagined for 1 minute that I would ever work on a Star Wars production. My role on Rogue One is an opportunity to be able to develop techniques, get better at it, not only in the way that we make things, but hopefully more successfully creatively, in such a way as that it feels as Star Wars as it can possibly be.
The creatures are amazing. Their eyes blink and move, and their lips have a very subtle expression.
You'll look up and one of the creatures is a huge monkey shooting this enormous gun out of the plane. And then you remember, oh, we're actually in Star Wars.
I love apes and monkeys in general, and I love space. So when you combine the two and have a space monkey, it's kind of a dream come true. You've got to remind yourself that every single day is an amazing thing, no matter what you're doing. We just happen to be running around with robots and creatures and stuff. Nice to meet you. I was super keen to shoot Rogue One on location because wherever you looked in any direction, it felt very real.
If you're really doing this, I want to help.
I absolutely loved filming in Jordan. You feel like you're in a galaxy far, far away.
It's an epic job. To get the light, we had to be there really early, but we're all in good spirits and it looks beautiful.
Cardington has its place in Star Wars history because it was used as the exterior shots of the Yavin base from A New Hope.
We are in Slough in England, otherwise known as Pinewood. You really wouldn't know. They've done an amazing job.
Here we find ourselves in Iceland. It's spectacular.
Surreal to be here. It looks like a different planet.
I don't think anyone's ever filmed here before in the Maldives. Like, nothing like this.
Action!
You're on a beautiful beach surrounded by palm trees, but there's a survival element to filming. And also there's a really nice spirit amongst everyone. There's a togetherness. This is our chance to make a real difference.
Everybody has come on board this film and elevated it, and this is just another layer that has just taken it over to a point where I never thought we'd ever be able to achieve. It feels really special, and I was having to stop tearing up. So thank you so much. You guys are phenomenal, and thank you, Michael.
May the Force be with us.